biggest thing is they're very, very guard-oriented team. Really fast. They're young. You know, they got a new coach. So I think the biggest thing is they have 3 or 4 freshmen that are playing really well for them. And so, you know, the point guard, you know, number 10 is quick as lightning. They're going to press. They're going to trap. So what we've been trying to do, of course, in practice is making sure we can, you know, work on our press, work on our kids not turning the ball over as much, like we talked about in my last post game. You know, 22 turnovers is not good, and we've got to work on those things and making better decisions. So that's what we've been doing, and you know, hopefully, just as we prepare for them, they're trying to figure out how they're going to prepare for us.
Lafayette being 1-7 in the league, I mean, it's easy to get up for a team like Florida Atlantic that's undefeated. You know, how do you know, would you say anything to them to say, you know, hey, let's not have a letdown after a big win?
Arkansas State is what I can tell them, and that's what I say to them every day. We went to Little Rock and we took care of business, and we went to Arkansas State, and to me, it's the same situation. So, you know, the teams that, you know, and I expect, and this team expects for us to win on our home floor anyway, no matter what the record is for the team that's coming in. And one thing I can say about that 1-7 record, when you look at the last 2 games they've lost, they've only lost by 10 or 11. That's, you know, nor here nor there. It could be a turnover here, missed free throw here, box out. They're in games, and it's because they're athletic and they can guard and they get up and down the floor and they cause havoc. You know, the things that, you know, when you press and you trap all over the place, it's going to depend on how that opposing team is going to handle it. And so I tell you know, getting our team up, I think right now, every day is we're talking about what we can do to be better, what we can do to be great. We're not just trying to be good. We're not just trying to be average. We want to be great. So that's the challenge that I get with this team every day, and the staff and I just kind of make sure we approach it to them that way every day.
Turnovers really cost this team the last few years. It seemed like 20 plus a night became the norm. How do you try to avoid that, and what do you ultimately try to do, I guess, to limit those turnovers?
It's hard, and I just be honest, it is hard. You know, in practice, you know, one of the things as a coaching staff we came in and we looked at and we tried to correct was that hindered this team last year was free throw percentage and turnovers. We've corrected free throws. I mean, we're 70-some%, and I give our kids a lot of credit for that. We focus on it a lot. They work on it on their own. Turnovers, that's a lack of focus, and some turnovers are going to happen. The way we play, I like to get up and down the floor. We do up tempo, try to do those things. We're going to turn it over some. A lot of our turnovers come from charges, traveling, or just poor decisions. So in practice, we try to make sure that we can correct those when they do. You and I both know with athletes, probably the hardest thing for them, what they don't like to do is run. So when we have turnovers, we go through every drill, and when we turn the ball over a certain amount of times, we run for those turnovers. And it's hard because you have to put them in situations where you want them to make sure. I tell them I want practice to be harder than the game. I want game to be fun. Game day is supposed to be fun for them to have fun and enjoy how hard they work to get to that point. So I don't know, you know, I've been doing this for a long time, talk to a lot of the coaches. You talk about different things and how to handle things and how you can assimilate those things in practice, but at the end of the day, it's focus.
What do you think about the throwbacks?
Oh, I think it's amazing and it's awesome. You know, to have the opportunity for our players to be able to wear those replica jerseys is big time for us in the uniforms. It also is a big deal for me because I remember, you know, being recruited by Western in '85 that year. You know, seeing them play in the Final Four and all those things. So it's a huge moment, and I try to talk to the kids about that and just the history, and to let them know how special they are to be able to be the group to be able to wear these replica jerseys. So it's a big day, and it's always because of the history of Lady Topper basketball.
Probably something about Sierra. I know we talked the other day about what she needs to do to get up to speed, but let's talk about the opportunity that she has. I mean, with her size and everything, and the knee you all have, if she can get up to game speed and everything, what she can bring for you guys.
Oh, I think she could definitely. I think one of her strongest strengths is that defensively, she's pretty fundamental when it comes to guarding and getting in the right spot underneath the basket. She still has a lot to go with her conditioning level and the speed of the game. It's really different from high school, junior college, and then coming here. But another thing I really think that we can benefit from her once we get into game shape is being able to run the floor and score layups. She has very good hands for her size, and she can finish around the goal. So that's one of the things that we're hoping that conditioning-wise and everything else, we have opportunity to just get her better and get her a couple of minutes here and there so she can get her confidence up more and more.
Sounds like you were at least aware of her when she came to you all. It sounds like from Ballard coming to team camps at Louisville.
Yeah, actually I did. I was very fortunate when I was at the University of Louisville. We had team camps, and her team came to our camp. So when she walked in and talked to us about walking on and wanting to play basketball, I totally knew who she was, and that was the thing that because of her size, and one thing I remembered about her was I knew that she could run, and she was pretty good at blocking shots and run and catch. And when you're a coach and you're looking at post players, that's what you look for. If they have the ability to run, catch, and be able to, put the ball in the hole.